You will never have control in your life. This is Inner Thoughts, where we explore things that can't normally be said. When you think of control in your life, you almost think of this absolute path where you know exactly what's going to happen. But one of the first lessons that you learn in life is nothing goes exactly to plan. And with that being said, when you talk about people and relationships in your life, whether it be, again, your relationship, kinship, whatever it may be, they have even less control. You will have even less control than you think. And the reason for that is control is also such an arbitrary concept where it feels like you have control over your life, but in reality, you have very little control of your life. You have control over yourself in those situations and in many factors. But the overall situation itself and the overall event or events taking place in your life, you have very little impact on, unless you're the one perpetuating that situation. And even then, you still have very little impact on how it'll go. You can host an event, but there's no guarantee that people will show up to it. What I've learned from this lack of control is this almost acceptance that you need to have. Not acceptance for a lower quality of life and not acceptance for beratement or negativity, but acceptance to the fact that you have a little role to play in the entire situation. And you have to maximize your role in that situation so that you get a great quality of life out of it, while not conforming to any negative standards to it, and while being able to adapt. And the reason why this is really important, especially in our day and age, is when you don't have control over your job, where you can get fired at a drop of a hat and you can retire comfortably in any of your job anymore, you have to be proactive about it. It sucks. You have to do what I do every day, work multiple jobs, do this thing to explore yourself and your capabilities. But there's also a beauty and solace in doing all of this. You're learning more about yourself. You're learning to be proactive. You're learning to take care of yourself. It is very much a positive thing if you were to look at it from a very different angle. But it is also understandable why this sort of lack of control, this sort of floating in the ocean type of feeling is very, very suffocating, because there's no guarantee. There is no longer this set path that we were conditioned and trained for in school. And that's okay. If you ever feel like you don't have a timeline, you're lost, it feels like nothing is coming together, this isn't me saying that you should just trust life and let Jesus take the wheel. It's just saying that you have a little control. It's saying that you have little control in your life. And rather than focusing on the ocean in front of you, maybe just focus on getting that oar in your boat to start moving in one direction.